Okay, it looks like it's working, but I got my hands busy here. Okay, sound working? Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm John Miglosh for the Wisconsin DMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. And we got a lot to look at today, as usual, so let's dig in and see what's what. Okay, this is not first. We're going to go over here to some articles first, and so here we go. Gunderson Direct raises $52,000 for Special Forces Sports Foundation, which is really cool because it helps especially veterans get into something that they can do when they've been disabled and stuff. And so Mike Gunderson, here's the part I like about it. The theme is getting better every day. It's an everyday challenge, better everyday challenge, okay? I like that theme, and I'll explain why in a minute. So from Valentine's Day through February 18th, it's like 4 or 5 days, right? You're gonna get really fit in this project. Now I can't jump as high as a piece of paper, so I told them I couldn't do the jump rope. No sense sending me one. They sent out about 350 of these, and one of their core values is being better every day. They got 4,000 likes. I was one of them, and they jumped 143,000 times. Now see, at jump around at the University of Wisconsin football games, they can do that in 1 second because all you have to have is 2 jumps from everybody, and with 80,000 people, it gets over that. But anyway, $52,000. Mike Gunderson states, at Gunderson Direct, we strive to be better every day for our clients, our employees, and of course our community. And this special effort, we're happy to spread the goodwill from the Special Forces Sports Foundation. Okay, that's the founder is Dr. Mac Lance. So anyway, congrats to the Gunderson Direct folks. And why the heck wasn't that in the Echo Awards? You did it last year. I was a judge, and you didn't even do it. So this is a kind of mailer, though. Lots of pieces, lots of engagement, lots of money raised. I hope it raised more than it cost to do it. Mike, I'd like you to chime in on that one. You get an award, and they get a lot of publicity, and we're continuing that along. And but did you spend more than $52,000 building it? It's okay if you did. I mean, that's okay. You've got a cause you want to promote. There's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of companies spend a lot of money that they don't even know what happens from it. But what makes Gunderson distinctive is they've got 18 years of building and improving direct mail programs through its proprietary process of testing and optimization. And I'm sure it is, although, almost nobody has any process of testing, but that's what direct marketing is. It's getting better every day. And so I like that about what they're doing. It's getting better every day. It's an iterative process, like the scientific method. You think cell phones just popped out of somebody's test tube one day? No. We worked our way to it. And it took a lot of innovation along the last 100 years or 200 years to get to the smartphone that you got in your hand or your pocket. And that's by incremental improvements and iterative process. Direct marketing is an iterative scientific process to better understand and know who your customers are, know the offers that they respond to, know the best pricing, know the best mailing format, etc., etc., etc. But there's some art in it too. It's not just science. And so Gunderson puts that together. Okay, here's just an interesting hustle article. If you're wearing plastic, I'm wearing my Land's End fleece, I love it, and Land's End turtleneck. Your clothes are probably a blend, right, of polyester and other things. There might be some cotton in there somewhere or something. It turns out that Americans buy 5 times more clothes than they did 20 years ago or something. It was on another Hustle article. And fashion conscious people buy 7 times more clothes. So rather than buying good, I always buy wool suits, 100% wool suits, 100% cotton shirts. When I was in business, formal business, now I'm in business casual, and it's all blends. I don't even know what it is, but I know if you get it too close on the grill, you will melt it, and you wouldn't do that with cotton. So anyway, it's a nightmare for recycling because blends can't be sorted, right? And so only 1% or less of clothing is actually recyclable. It ends up in poor countries, and they sort through it, but then they can't do anything with it but put it in landfills. Well, yes, they can. What they should be doing is incinerating it. And if we hadn't demonized if we hadn't demonized CO2 as some kind of pollutant and poison, these quality incinerators, run at like the temperatures of the sun, and they break everything down into CO2 and water and heat, and then you can generate electricity. Yeah, that's right. The car phone was a big. I just put mine in my car. The battery alone was the size of a car battery, pretty much. And I used to say, I used to have a message on my car phone that says, I'm probably at my desk or at home, so I'm away from my car phone and you can't talk to me. So leave a message. Anyway, now I want to get to an article by Summer Gould, one of my favorite authors in mail. I'm going to fight with I'm going to fight with Summer today. Going to fight big time. I can't help it. She's talking about irresistible mail, which is, like a whole category that the USPS has created. I want to find out if anyone ever made any money with irresistible mail. Sure, you get engagement, maybe, whatever. So she starts out by saying, you can put a sound chip in your mailing pieces, and you've probably gotten birthday cards that sing to you, which I love those things. When you open it, they start playing. I've never had a mailer do it, as far as I can remember. Video, you can add video screens to your mailers, and Ellen up in Minnesota, she sent me a video I was going to use today, but I'm not going to now because I'm going to use some other video. But anyway, you can add video screens that you can press play, or they play automatically like the sound. And I think I have queued up a video example. I think this is this the video? No, this is the video. Okay, so here's video mailers. Here's what it looks like. Dun ta da. Okay, and this looks like some kind of pharmaceutical product. Let's see what it is. Now with all that packaging, there isn't much on the envelope to get to open it.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mertz Gary Kelly.
This is for Flowbird. No idea what it is. Looks like some kind of traffic app that'll give you the routing when things are crowded. Okay, so that's another mailer. This guy's obviously not that interested in him. He keeps switching. I don't know what this is for, but again, there's no QR code in the mailing piece.
In today's complex healthcare world.
There's lots of information, but there's nothing on there really that says video enclosed. I did work with Windham Hill Records, and they used to send out a sampler that had like 15 songs from various artists. They're really excellent. They're excellent to listen to. It's a real nice variety, but all nice and peaceful music. And they would put it inside their their audio catalog of all their different CDs. And I said, did you ever think of putting a sticker on here that says, CD sampler enclosed or music sampler enclosed or something? They said, yeah, we thought we could do that, but we thought maybe people would steal it along the way and it wouldn't get to the person that we wanted it to. Well, they were renting lists, so it really didn't matter who it got to. as long as somebody listened to it. I said, you mean like somebody might steal it who liked to listen to music? You got to try hard not to laugh at people. Anyway, so I don't know that they ever did put the sticker on the outside, but always tell people if you're going to mail something that's $10 a pop, you might want to tell people there's something special inside. Although you might be better off sending them a mug because it would probably be less expensive. Okay, so that's the video mailer. So now let's get back to summer. Okay, augmented reality. You can have them download an app and scan the cover and log into a system and do 7 steps to get to a little video that's nothing more than what you just saw in that other mailer. You can have a game that you play. And I saw an Indiegogo link that basically lets you share a game with your friends for $3. That was kind of cool. I think that's this thing. This is a game. They've raised $11,000, but you can stamp it, send it, play it. And these are pre-written games that you can play with a friend. And these are the names of the games. And it looks like in the Kickstarter thing, in here someplace, it says you can get the mailer addressed anywhere you want at $2 each. That's actually, I like that. So now how do I stop this thing? Okay, I guess it stopped. Okay, so that's something. So anyway, Irresistible Mail is something the post office kicked off. I got this binder. Somebody sent this to me. I think it was Debbie Roth up in Minneapolis at Japs Olson. She's a big supporter of the WDMA. And here's look at this. It's iridescent, foil stamped, embossed, and it's thick. And it has example after example of mailers that all would be, none of them, I would guess, did outperform the cost of development because they're just too expensive. I can't even imagine what this cost, but the post office, of course, has a $50 million budget, so they got to do something. Here's one that with a paper sample. A lot of these I couldn't even open because they were so complex. This one I liked because it had sort of a wood feel whenever you got to opening it. But the back ripped off, and it could have been. It feels like it's a coated stock or a varnish, a spot varnish, and another texture varnish, which made the label stick. Poor planning. They could have done that better. Here's an airplane one. I mean, this is the mailer. The mailer's nothing. The mailer's just a little fold out. And then some of them have QR codes. I tried to get to the QR code. Okay, this is a watch company. And it's got a QR code in it. I tried a couple of these QR codes, but they're basically dead now. That kind of mailer, yeah, that could work. And it's a simple QR code. But very few of these are. And some of them are so elaborate that they expect you to download an app, and then they expect you to go to a link, then download an app, then log in, then play a game or something. I mean, it's just crazy. So I took huge issue with this. I wrote to Jackie Stracco, who I think I should have noted yesterday. I forgot to tag her in that one. I wrote to Jackie and I said, she was the CMO at the time, acting CMO, and I said, Jackie, this isn't what America needs. What America needs is case studies of how mail beats digital. Stuff like Andrew Ettinger's doing and Postcard Mania. Their site has lots of them. This has a magnetic flap. Unbelievable. It actually, that won't cost you anything. Anyway, so, what we need is what Gunderson Direct is doing, proving the results. Although I talked with Mike the other day and he said that their mailers rarely even give them back the results. We worked in the data side, so we always got the results. Even if they didn't know what they were, we could figure it out because we had the orders. You need that link. You need that together. You can't do science without measuring what's going on in the experiments and having data and seeing when you're wrong. That's the most powerful part. Anyway, so summer, as great as this stuff is, I want to see a case study, at least one, sometime, someday, from the USPS or you or anyone that shows me how this makes any sense on an ROI basis. Although when you go over to technology gives you ROI, yeah, okay, maybe. It might. Don't know. It's hard to say. Prove it. That's the beauty of direct mail, and the beauty even more so of the iterative process of direct marketing. So join the WDMA. Somebody asked me, good question, what do they get if they join the WDMA? Well, we have almost 1,000 videos on various topics. We have dozens of webinars to members only. We have hundreds of podcasts. Now, you can wander around for free, but if you really want to know something, you can actually give me a call and I can tell you where we talked about it, or we can just have a conversation. So for a couple of $100, you'll have free access to somebody with 40 years of consulting in direct mail and direct marketing, a pioneer in machine learning, and still beats people. Still goes head to head with the top modelers in America and the world. So, you know, the WDMA, besides fighting for mail and direct marketing every day, also gives you access. And, you know, it's very likely that I won't know the answer to some question, but I might have a member or a friend that does. That network is what you're getting access to. And, you know, would I help you anyway? Yeah, sure. But I'm negotiating with a photographer in the UK, and he has some good bee photos. I'm going to launch a bee product in the next few weeks, and I'll tell you more about that maybe. But we're having a great time, and he's helping me, and it's, you know, it's really nice, and that's the way we should be. But if you want to feel good about the access, join the WDMA. Go to wdma.org/JOIN, join, and you can find it, or just look around for the button that says join. Anyway, great talking to you. Like and share. Give me a call if you have a question. We'll take care of you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.